Hey guys, this is Chad Ward with Blatera Capital Markets, and this is day one of our docu-series of growing a small account to $56,000. So before we get started, I really want you to understand the purpose of this docu-series. So we really want to show the reality of trading. We're not just going to show you the wins, we're going to show you the losses. We're going to show you the days that we may get out of hand, right? Where risk management isn't ideal, right? As far as being applied the right way in our plan. We're going to show you the days that we go on tilt. We're going to show you the days where we lose a substantial amount of capital. We're going to show you the days where the glorious profits of the market falls like a windfall into our accounts, right? So I really want to be transparent and show those who may be interested or probably in the fire right now. Remember, we're in the fire. We're being refined by the market, if you will. So, but I really want you to understand what goes in and out of trading. And I want you to have a wonderful experience while we do that. So here we are. Here's our results from today. So there's a few things I want to point out. We did overtrade a bit, a lot. So there's some context that I actually want to add here. So in the morning session, we actually took, I want to say it was 5 trades, and we were at uh, a profit of about $1,000. It might have been a little bit more than that. I think it was like 1,100 or so. I think it was, no, it was a little bit over 1,000. That's what it was. And during the afternoon session, I allowed greed to overcome me. And this is what happened. 19 trades later, we are at a loss. So what happened was I lost all the profit that I made in the morning session, and then I tried to win it all back, and just wasn't the ideal thing to do. So I'm just gonna own this and just say I wasn't operating on my best self today. This is all me, right? And this goes to show that you and your natural inclinations are always going to be in a particular relationship. Okay. And how you respond to that relationship will show who is in control. So if you overtrade, you know the natural inclination of why we overtrade. We want to make more money. So greed. We want to make back what we lost, right? And then the fear of missing out. Oh, I want to be in every single trade. I want to be in that trade. I want to be in this trade. And then we find ourselves with a loss for the day or even blowing our accounts, right? And we find ourselves in this cycle. It happens over and over and over and over again. And the thoughts that I was telling myself today was $1,000 was not enough for me. And that led me into succumbing to my greed, and it led me to try to trade a little bit more. Trade didn't work out. Lost all of the $1,000 that we made today, and we lost even more than that $1,000 profit that we initially had. So we lost 1,000 and then lost $1,400 more dollars. But that's what happens when you do not have control or have the discipline to say, "Hey, no, $1,000 is fine. Understand how fast you made that $1,000. I made that $1,000 maybe in what 7 to 10 minutes, right? It would take me a whole week to make that money as a teacher, right? My daily rate as a teacher is somewhere between like 221 and 225 a day if it was a daily rate, if they paid me out a daily rate. So I made 5 days of work in 7 to 10 minutes just to say that it wasn't enough, and it led me to overtrading, trying to gain more out of the market. And the market has a weird way of humbling us. So these were the results of today. So I am going to take you through the trade that we actually took today on our shorts that made us money to get us to $1,000 for the day before we lost it all in the afternoon session. So here we go. So as you can see, what I do is for every session, and we're not going to pay attention to Asian session just yet, but I mark the opening, price of the session. I mark the high of the session and the low of the session. Okay. And why I do that is because these are key points of interest that I want to know so I can figure out, okay, where the liquidity points or areas. And, once one raids, where's my target if I go short or long in the position? All right. So here, this is it's at 845. We get a bearish 5-minute candle closure. We get a breaker structure. Okay. So these two candles engulf this particular last up candle. We get a breaker structure here. Reason why it's a breaker structure because this particular candle breaks the low or the short-term relative low of this particular candle and it closes lower. All right, so now that we got our breaker structure, we're looking for a imbalance to form, and some people may call it fair value gap, but what we want to see is another print of a candle, and we get this price inefficiency here. Okay, so we have a gap and inefficiency in the delivery of price. So as you see, we got 3 bearish closures. There is no bullish closures nowhere to be found in this 5-minute displacement. So this would be our first imbalance that we're looking for price to trade back into, or even at this 50% of this last up candle here. So they engineered this pretty nicely. They come down to these lows and then they test the lows not once but twice, and then they started working up. Now watch at 9:30. We do get an explosive push up into the area that we're looking to short. So I'm going to just place this here just to show you. This is the trade that we actually did take. Our stop would have been here at the highs. We don't want no more than 20 points. Okay, so we see that we're within that. So we want our stop at 20. And then we want to go find the first low hanging fruit, which is here, the lows of London. All right. And this would have been a beautiful trade if you took it. I did. I have a stream of this, taking it live, making money on it on our live account. This was not done on any of our funded accounts. We actually did this on our live account. And this was the second trade that we took of that series of trades in the morning that got us to the $1,000 of profit before we ended up losing it all in the afternoon session due to our greed. All right, folks, that's all we have here. That was day one to our docuseries of growing a small account to $56,000. So the goal is to just continue to get better. Obviously, we displayed some things that we really don't want in our trading from a habit side. So we don't want to allow greed to overcome us and have us, doing certain things and not having control over ourselves. So again, I wanted to show the real and the raw, and you got it today. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There are plenty more to come. We got a lot of days until the end of December. I believe that we're going to reach our target, and I believe that you believe in me too. For some reason, I feel like you're rooting for me, and I'm glad and I'm thankful for it. So this concludes our video. I hope to see you guys on the flip. Happy trading. God bless.